Chicago, Illinois, United Center Practice Facility. March 15, 1996, Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m. The championship season is in full swing. The Bulls are destroying everyone. 55 wins, 12 losses. The greatest single-season record in NBA history is within reach, 72-10. Nobody believes it's possible, but this team, this roster, this Michael Jordan, is different. The practice gym is supposed to be closed, private, team only. But today, there's a maintenance issue in the main facility, so they've opened the auxiliary court, a smaller gym, older, used for player recovery and light shooting sessions. Michael Jordan is here early, as always, alone, before the team arrives, before the coaches, before the cameras. This is his sanctuary, the place where he maintains his edge, where he works on the details nobody sees, the footwork, the release point, the muscle memory that separates good from legendary. He's wearing black practice shorts, white compression shirt, black Nike Air Jordan 11s. The Concords, the shoes that will become iconic. But today, they're just practice sneakers. Nothing special yet. He shoots free throws, 15 in a row. Swish, swish, swish. The sound echoes in the empty gym. He moves to mid-range, fadeaway jumpers from the elbow, left side, right side, clockwork precision. Every shot identical, every release perfect. This is meditation for Michael Jordan. This is where his mind quiets, where the pressure disappears, where it's just him, the ball, and the basket. The side door opens. Michael doesn't look. Probably maintenance. Probably someone checking the scoreboard. He continues shooting. Fade away from the baseline. Swish. Fade away from the wing. Swish. The door closes. Footsteps. Someone's walking onto the court. Now Michael looks. A young man. Early 20s. Black hoodie. Gray sweatpants. Worn-out basketball shoes. Not Nike. Not Reebok. Some generic brand. No Bulls gear. No team affiliation. Just a guy who wandered in. Michael stops shooting. Holds. The ball. Waits. The young man approaches. Confident. Too confident. Not the walk of someone who's starstruck. Not the nervous energy of a fan who snuck in. "Yo, you Michael Jordan?" The voice is casual, almost dismissive. Chicago accent. South Side, maybe. Michael doesn't respond immediately. He bounces the ball once, twice, sizing this guy up, trying to understand what's happening. "Yeah," Michael finally says. "Who's asking?" "Name's Marcus." The young man stops about 15 feet away. "Marcus Williams. I play at Harold Washington College. Point guard." Michael has never heard of Harold Washington College. Community college, maybe. Definitely not Division I. Definitely not NBA pipeline. "Okay, Marcus from Harold Washington College. Practice facilities closed. How'd you get in here?" Marcus shrugs. "Side door was open. Maintenance guy told me I could shoot around while he fixes something." He gestures to the basket. "Didn't know Michael Jordan himself would be here." There's something in his tone. Not respect, not awe, something else. Challenge, maybe. Skepticism. Michael's radar activates, his competitive instinct. The thing that's made him the most dangerous player on the planet. He can smell disrespect from a mile away. "You need something, Marcus. Autograph? Picture?" Marcus smiles. Not a friendly smile, a knowing smile. "Nah, I'm good. Just came to shoot. But since you're here," he pauses. "I heard a lot about you. Everyone says you're the best, the GOAT, unguardable, killer instinct, all that." Michael's expression doesn't change, but something shifts in his eyes. "You heard all that, huh?" "Yeah," Marcus says. "But you know what I think." Here it comes. Michael knows exactly where this is going. He's heard it 1,000 times. From rookies, from trash talkers, from guys who don't understand what they're dealing with. "What do you think, Marcus?" "I think it's overrated." The words hang in the air. Overrated. Michael Jordan, the man with 4 championship rings. The man averaging 30 points a game for his entire career. The man who just destroyed the Knicks by 25 points 2 nights ago. Overrated. The silence is thick. Michael bounces the ball once. His jaw tightens slightly. That's the only tell. The only indication that Marcus just made a catastrophic mistake. Overrated, Michael repeats. Not a question. A statement. Confirming he heard correctly. Yeah, Marcus says, doubling down. Don't get me wrong, you're good. Real good. But people act like you're some basketball god. Like nobody can touch you. I just think that's cap. I think on the right day, with the right matchup, you're beatable. Like anyone else. Michael sets the ball down, lets it roll away. He walks closer to Marcus, stops 5 feet away, looks him directly in the eyes. You think you could beat me, Marcus from Harold Washington College? Marcus doesn't back down, doesn't blink. On the right day? Yeah, I think I could give you a game. Ama asıl şok edici olan şey.
Michael Jordan'ın yüzünde beliren gülümseme. Not angry, not offended, actually amused. Like he just heard the funniest joke of his life. A game, Michael says softly. You could give me a game. 1-on-1, Marcus says. Right now, 1st to 11. I'm not saying I'd destroy you. I'm just saying it wouldn't be the blowout everyone thinks. Michael looks at his watch. 9:42 a.m. Team practice starts at 11 o'clock. Coaches arrive at 10:30. He has time. More importantly, he has motivation. This kid just challenged him, disrespected him, called him overrated. In his own practice facility. This cannot stand. All right, Marcus, Michael says, let's play. 1st to 11. Win by 2. Call your own fouls. Marcus grins. He actually thinks he has a chance. He actually believes the hype he just created in his own head. Bet. Let's do it. They retrieve the ball. Move to the top of the key. Michael holds the ball. Your ball or mine? Don't matter, Marcus says. I'll take it first though. Michael passes him the ball. Marcus checks it back. The game begins. Marcus starts with the ball at the top of the key. Michael settles into defensive stance. Low, balanced, hands active. Marcus tries a hesitation move. Right, left, right. Michael doesn't bite. Stays in front. Marcus pulls up for a 3. Contested. Off the back rim. Michael rebounds, takes it back to the top. That's 0-0, Michael says. Your shot doesn't count unless you call game on first. We're just warming up. Marcus looks confused. What? I thought. House rules, Michael says. Always start clean. Say game on and we're official. Marcus nods. All right, game on. Michael checks the ball. Marcus takes it. This time he drives hard right. Michael slides over, cuts him off. Marcus spins back left. Michael's already there. Marcus forces up a contested layup. No good. Michael rebounds again. Ball's mine, Michael says. He takes it to the top, checks it to Marcus. Marcus tries to pressure him. Hand in. His face. Michael doesn't even look at him. He's looking at the basket, calculating. Then, without any warning, without any wind-up, Michael rises. Fadeaway jumper from 18 feet. Perfect form. Swish. That's 1-0, Michael says. No emotion, just facts. Marcus takes the ball, tries to post up. He's got decent size, maybe 6 feet 3 inches. Strong. Michael fronts him, denies position. Marcus tries to back him down, can't move him. Frustrated, he turns and forces a shot. Brick. Michael rebounds, doesn't even dribble, just rises from where he catches it. Another fadeaway. Swish. 2-0. Şimdi gördüklerin hiçbir şey. Because Marcus is starting to realize something. This isn't a game. This isn't competition. This is a lesson. And Michael Jordan is the cruelest teacher on the planet. Marcus gets the ball again. He's pressing now, trying to score quickly, prove he belongs. He drives left. Michael strips him. Steal. Michael takes it back, calmly dribbles to his spot. Fade away. Swish. 3-0. Yo, come on, ref, Marcus calls out, trying to lighten the mood. That was a foul. Michael doesn't smile. Call your own fouls, Marcus. That's what you said. Marcus checks the ball again. This time he pump fakes. Michael doesn't move. Marcus shoots. Miss. Michael rebounds, scores again.
4-0. The next 3 minutes are surgical. Michael scores from everywhere. Mid-range fadeaways, baseline jumpers, one-dribble pull-ups. Marcus can't guard him, can't touch him, can't even slow him down. Every shot is contested. Every shot goes in. 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Marcus is breathing hard now, frustrated, embarrassed. He came in here talking about overrated, about giving Jordan a game. He hasn't scored a single point. Timeout, Marcus says, hands on his knees. Michael doesn't acknowledge it, just stands there holding the ball. You okay, Marcus? Need some water? I'm good, Marcus says, but he's not good. He's getting destroyed, humiliated. You sure? Michael asks. 'Cause we can stop. You can go back to Harold Washington College. Tell your boys you played against Michael Jordan. Leave out the score. Nobody has to know. Marcus's pride ignites. Nah, we finishing this. All right then, Michael says. Your ball. Marcus takes it. He's desperate now. Tries a step-back 3. Air ball. Michael doesn't even contest. Just watches it miss. Rebounds it. Still 7-0, Michael says. That shot was ugly though. You might want to work on your form. İşte tam bu noktada her şey değişti. Because Marcus does something unexpected. He stops, puts his hands up. Yo, I was wrong. I apologize. You're the real deal. I don't know what I was thinking. Michael stops dribbling, looks at him. Genuine surprise. Most people don't apologize. They make excuses, blame the court, blame their shoes, blame anything except their own arrogance. You apologizing, Marcus? Yeah, man. I came in here running my mouth. That was disrespectful. You're the GOAT. I see it now. Michael studies him, seeing if it's genuine or strategy. Deciding it's genuine. The kid's ego is crushed. The lesson is learned. Apology accepted, Michael says, but we're finishing the game. Marcus's face falls. Come on, man. I already learned my lesson. I know, Michael says, but I don't quit, and I don't let people quit. We started a game. We finish it. That's what champions do. He checks the ball to Marcus. Your ball. 7-0. First to 11. Let's go. Marcus takes a deep breath. His whole energy has changed. No more cockiness. No more trash talk. Just a young player trying to survive. He drives. Michael lets him get to the rim this time. Marcus scores. 7-1, Marcus says quietly. There you go, Michael says. You're on the board. Keep playing. The game continues, but it's different now. Michael isn't trying to embarrass him anymore. He's teaching. When Marcus makes a good move, Michael nods. When Marcus takes a bad shot, Michael explains why it was bad. That's low percentage, Marcus. You had a better angle from the left. Marcus listens, learns. Still loses 11-3, but those 3 points feel earned. When it's over, they're both sweating. Marcus extends his hand. Michael shakes it. Thank you, Marcus says. For what? For not going easy on me. For finishing it. For teaching me. Michael nods. You got talent, Marcus. Your handle's decent. Your first step is quick. But talent without respect is just wasted potential. You understand? I understand, Marcus says. Good, Michael says. Now get out of my practice facility before security throws you out. Marcus laughs, starts walking toward the door, then stops, turns back. Can I ask you something? What? Why'd you do this? You could have just kicked me out, or ignored me. Why'd you actually play? Michael considers the question. Because 20 years from now, you're going to tell people you played one-on-one with Michael Jordan. And I wanted to make sure you told the right story. Not the one where you talk trash. The one where you learned something. Marcus nods slowly, understanding. I won't forget this. I know you won't, Michael says. Now get out of here. Marcus leaves. The side door closes behind him. Michael picks up the ball, goes back to shooting. Free throws. 15 in a row, like nothing happened. Like he didn't just destroy some random college kid's ego and then rebuild it in 15 minutes. At 10:30, the coaches arrive. At 10:45, the team shows up. Scottie Pippen sees Michael shooting. "You been here long?" "Couple hours," Michael says. "Just working." "You good?" Scottie asks. Something in Michael's energy. "Yeah," Michael says, smiling. "I'm great. Just had a little warm-up game." He never tells anyone about Marcus, never mentions it. But 2 weeks later, a letter arrives at the Bulls facility, addressed to Michael Jordan. Inside, a handwritten note. "Mr. Jordan, thank you for the lesson. I'm working on my game every day. I'm working on my respect, too. You changed my life in 15 minutes. I won't waste it. Marcus Williams, Harold Washington College." Michael reads it, folds it, puts it in his locker. Nobody asks about it. He doesn't explain. But sometimes, late at night, when the championships are won and the records are broken and the legend is secure, Michael thinks about Marcus. The kid who called him overrated. The kid who learned humility the hard way. The kid who apologized. And Michael smiles. Because that's what greatness does. It doesn't just destroy. It teaches. It elevates. It leaves people better than it found them. March 15th, 1996. United Center Practice Facility. 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. 30 minutes that changed one life. A story only 2 people know. The GOAT and the kid who challenged him. Henüz en büyük sürprizi görmedin. Because 3 years later, in 1999, Marcus Williams transfers to DePaul University, Division I basketball. He becomes a starter, averages 12 points, 6 assists, gets drafted in the second round by the Sacramento Kings. Never becomes a star, but he has a 6-year NBA career. Solid, respectable, and every time a reporter asks him about his journey, about how he made it from community college to the NBA, Marcus tells the same story. March 15th, 1996. I met Michael Jordan. I disrespected him. He could have embarrassed me. Instead, he taught me. That's the day I became a real basketball player. The reporters always ask, did Michael really do that? Really play you one-on-one? Marcus always smiles. 11-3. Worst game of my life. Best lesson I ever learned. In 2009, Michael Jordan is inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The speech is legendary. He thanks his teammates, his coaches, his family. He talks about competition, about drive, about never settling. And in the audience, sitting in the upper section, is Marcus Williams. Retired now, coaching high school basketball in Chicago. He watches Michael speak, remembers that morning in 1996. The fadeaway jumpers, the lesson, the respect. After the ceremony, Marcus doesn't try to meet Michael, doesn't approach him, just watches from a distance. That's respect. That's what he learned. But as Michael exits the stage, surrounded by security and media and celebrities, he sees Marcus. Makes eye contact across the crowded room. And Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player who ever lived, the man who just gave the most memorable Hall of Fame speech in history, nods. Just once. A small nod. Recognition. Respect. Marcus nods back. No words needed. The lesson was learned. The story was told. The circle was complete. 2 men, 1 game, 15 minutes. A lifetime of impact. That's the real story of Michael Jordan. Not the championships, not the scoring titles, not the fame. The moments nobody saw. The lessons nobody recorded. The lives he changed when the cameras were off. March 15th, 1996. The day a community college player called Michael Jordan overrated. The day Michael Jordan proved him wrong without destroying him. The day greatness showed mercy. The day a legend taught instead of conquered. This is the story Marcus Williams tells his players now. When they get cocky, when they disrespect opponents, when they forget that talent without humility is just arrogance waiting to be exposed. I once told Michael Jordan he was overrated, Marcus says. He scored 11 straight points on me. Could have scored 20. Could have made me quit basketball. But he stopped at 11. Know why? His players always ask, "Why, coach?" Because he didn't need to prove he was the best. He already knew. He just needed to teach me to respect greatness when I see it. The players nod. They get it. Some of them don't believe the story. Think coach is exaggerating, making it up. But the ones who look into Marcus Williams's eyes, who see the weight of that memory, they know it's true. Every word, every detail, every lesson. And that's the real legacy of Michael Jordan. Not the highlights everyone saw, the moments nobody recorded. The 15-minute game in an empty gym that changed one life forever. The GOAT and the challenger, the lesson and the student. The story that proves greatness isn't about destroying everyone in your path. It's about knowing when to teach, when to elevate, when to leave someone better than you found them. March 15th, 1996, United Center, 9:30 a.m. The day Michael Jordan played the game nobody saw and won in a way that matters more than any championship.